I completed. I need to get whatever work that needs to be done, whatever things that need to be done, I need it to be done before this time. Or friend, if you can't afford either one. Tater Tots, it's your girl Tati back with another video. And in this video, we are doing a tater thought or a chit chat on the 10 things that made me more productive. So just stay tuned. What's up if you new here? I am Tati, the auntie with the budget. What does that mean? Your girl likes to spend a little coin, but she also likes to save a little coin. So if you in need of an auntie, you know, some auntie advice, or if you are auntie and you want to share your advice, go ahead and make sure you subscribe and join the potato family. Now let's get into the video. Now the first thing I would say is to create a schedule, okay? I got this from the book Pivot and Pursue It on Audible. And the thing that she said in that book is to think about the life that you want to have, not the life that you have now, but what life do you want to have? What do you want to wake up and have your average day look like, right? And doing that made me really think about, like, okay, what do I want my day to look like? What is important to me? What's not important to me? What if I could just do anything in this world? What would it be? And that really helps you to hone in on what's important to you and to make those changes that may be necessary to do the things that's important to you. Because when you find something that's important and you find purpose, it makes it easier to be productive, right? Because you're more prepared, you're planning. I really thought about, okay, what changes do I need to make from the life that I have currently and the day-to-day things that I do currently to the day-to-day things that I would like to do? What do I need to change? What do I need to invest in? Do I need to take another class? Do I need to talk to some people? Do I need to share more? What are the things that I need to do to make that transition? And then also, even right now, I'm going back to that right now. I'm thinking about, okay, what do I do daily? This is a cool schedule, but I go back because you might change. You want to make sure that you're staying productive and staying doing things that are purposeful and things that you actually enjoy and want. If it's something down here that you feel like you need to do, if you feel like you need to be this type of person one day, the idea is in your head for a reason. So make sure that you are actively planning and knowing what that looks like to vision it, to make it happen. And while we're talking about what my schedule look like, I'm going to tell you some of the things that's in my schedule that help me be more productive, which one is working out, okay? I use Apple Fitness. They have it where you can make a whole plan and everything. It's very easy, and Apple Fitness makes it very easy for you to be able to stay in a routine, especially for me, somebody like me. I like activities. That's number one. I don't necessarily like going to the gym and picking up weights and doing all of that because I don't know what I'm doing. So when I use Apple Fitness and try different things and have different coaches, it helps me to go in there and to really see, because they show you in the video what I should be doing, and making a plan for me. You feel me? That is more catered to me. And it gives me so much motivation when I wake up in the morning, especially on Monday mornings, because on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I do cycling. I highly encourage you that if you are going to be doing Apple Fitness, check out the cycling classes. They are so good. They're so motivating, especially for me. It speaks so much positivity into you. And when I say positivity too, I'm not just talking about like positive, like you could do this workout, but they talk about life. They talk about your goals. They relate working out and pushing through working out to your goals in life. It was one where he was talking about I think it was Tyrell, if I'm not mistaken, one of my favorite coaches, and he was talking about how, you know, this moderate one is like inconvenience, right? You spill coffee on your shirt. Okay, is it that bad? No, we could actually go do something else, go change our shirt. What's some alternatives? You get what I'm saying? To really kind of also help you manage and to regulate your emotions. And what I find is that helps improve my mood overall. And I didn't really realize how much fitness, or let me say being active, affected me until I wasn't able to be as active. Some things happened with my nephew, some things happened with my car. I wasn't able to go to the park. I would go to the park and I would just walk. That was my thing. So even my type of exercise was not too much OD. It was really just walking, thinking, doing those type of things. And when I stopped doing that, I didn't realize how much that affected me and affected how my actual happiness. And when you are unhappy, when you are depressed, it is very hard to be motivated. It's very hard to be productive because in those modes, you are simply just trying to survive. You're trying to get to the next day. And so what you'll find also in some of the things I'm saying is it's not just coming back to only being productive. It's coming back to something that it may be missing and was missing for me that I needed to work on or add back to my routine and add back to my life to make me more productive, which is going into my next thing. My thing that I really, really need is a morning and a night routine, okay? It sets the tone for my day. I literally, when I start brushing my teeth, using my mouthwash, it wakes me up for the day. Take my shower, you get what I'm saying? It really wakes me up. And the same thing for when I'm going to sleep. It sets the tone. I go to take my medicine I need to take, brush my teeth and all those type of things, skincare, and I wind down. That is so helpful for me because it not only gives me a time of like, I need to wake up, I need to do this. I'm figuring out, okay, how long it takes for me to get ready the way that I like to get ready, how long, and it gives me, I'm not just passing out because I'm the type of person, I would just go to sleep. I'm not just going to sleep. I'm not like, oh, I'm gonna take my nap and this and that. It actually gives me a time to really dedicate time to get ready and to go to sleep and to do those type of things. And for me, it also plays a big part in hygiene. And I know hygiene is the thing that, you know, we have this performative cleanness, especially when it comes to being depressed. They say, oh, it was this one quote I saw on Twitter where it was like, people are depressed, so depressed that they don't brush their teeth. People are so depressed that they kill themselves, okay? Let's put it into perspective, okay? People are so depressed that they will unalive themselves. So with that being said, it is very easy to slip with those type of things, and that affects everything else around you too. Your hygiene can affect your health, you know, all those other things. And it's one of those things that are a sign for me that like, okay, you slipping, you feel me? You slipping, you getting a little depressed. It keeps me on top of that and on top of it in the way that I want to be, right? So it's if you guys see my video, I have done a video on how to build a routine, and also my low routine, like my low energy days, where I speak on like high energy and low energy, right? So in my morning and night routine, if I have to do the bare minimum, okay, I have to do the bare minimum. But what I find is when I get up and I decide, okay, let me brush my teeth, let me use my mouthwash, I end up doing all of the other steps. When I decide, you know what, let me just get up and just wash my face, like it's whatever, I figure I start to do the other steps because I'm like, okay, I don't want my skin to just be dry. Let me put on the serum. Well, I put on the serum, let me do the eye cream. And it's like once you get into it, at least especially for me, I get more productive, and I end up being like, you know what, I'm doing it anyways, might as well just do the whole nice routine. And it's something that is also very relaxing for me. Doing my skincare in the morning and brushing my teeth, and I know you're like, what? But like I do a whole lot. I floss and then I use the wire flosser and all this other type of stuff. But doing that and doing things for my health, but also like for me, it mentally just does something for me where it's relaxing. Sometimes I'll be stressed out, or I'll be in the morning patting my face like trying to rush, and I've really taken the time to slow myself down. No, pat, 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 put this in your face. Enjoy taking care of your skin. Enjoy taking care of your teeth. Enjoy, if you're doing your hair, enjoy taking care of your hair. Whatever you have to do in the morning, enjoy those things that you do for yourself. Because being productive and all these things we were talking about, these are things to focus on ourselves, to make ourselves better. Because a lot of times we want to do for other people and we want to help other people and all those type of things. But if you are not taking care of you, the basics, the things that you enjoy doing, baby, you're not going to be able to do anything. Which brings me to my next point. I have to get dressed every day, okay? Because if you look good, you feel good. I'm a firm believer, but when I say get dressed, I'm not just saying like throw on clothes. No, I'm saying try to put a fit together, something that's going to be comfortable, something that's going to be cute. If I want to do mascara, if I want to do a full beat, I might not always do a full beat, but I might do a little bit of mascara. If skincare, a little bit of lip gloss. I want to put on my jewelry. I keep this jewelry on at all times, but I might put on my rings. I always put on a fragrance because it's a part of who I want to be, right? I get dressed and I envision in my mind who is Tati? Who is the ultimate Tati? Who is the person? What would she be doing? She gonna wear perfume every day because she want to smell good every day. She gonna be lotioned up with sunscreen because your girl needs sunscreen. And honestly, I ain't gonna lie to you, sunscreen on the body makes you just, it does something with the shine, especially for me, somebody who has more drier skin on the body. Yeah, baby, she stays lotioned up, okay? Skin stays looking glowy and fresh. If I ain't got no makeup on, baby, the skin is glowy and fresh, you feel me? Or I got a beat face, I got the makeup on, whatever, but I'm looking together. And something else that plays a part in that with me also is a lot of times what people see is the first thing they get from you. And I have seen the difference in how I'm treated when I dress, how I want to dress, right? When I dress like the Tati that I am in my head, the Tati that I am inside, when I dress like that and I do the things like that, I get treated a lot of times like I would like to be treated. And I've noticed sometimes when I'll go into the store, and y'all all probably have done this before. You go in the store, you're dressed down, and people are not really talking to you. The workers are not really helping you. Versus I go in, I'm dressed up, I get a hello, I get a hi, I get all different types of conversation. And I know that that's not necessarily right. And if you don't care about it, girl, don't care about it. I'm not telling you to do any of that, because maybe the person that you are and the person that you want to be is not obsessed with looks. The person that you want to be does not care if her hair is done or not. But the person that Tati wants to be and the person that I am cares if my hair is done. I care if my face looks together, and I care what I have on and what I smell like. And I want, when you see me, to know that I care, that I've put this together, that I've curated this. Okay? And that's not to say that beat face and everything that people are going to just treat you good, because that's not true. There are a lot of things that affects it. People are not just going to treat you. There are going to be some people that are just rude. Some people are the way that they are. But for me, it makes me feel more like how I am, and it shows people who I am. It's a representation of not just how I see myself and I feel inside, but I'm also showing people that this is who Tati is. You get what I'm saying? That is something that is important to me. And the next thing is, after I get dressed and I do all those things, I make my bed. I know that's a simple one. That's a simple one. And some of y'all probably like, oh, I always do that. My bed's the first thing I clean up. Or when I first wake up in the morning, before I brush my teeth, I make my bed. I do those things. I'm not really good with that. I recently became a person that made my bed. And I will say that it does change things. It keeps me out of my bed, because I'm a person that will just chill in the bed. I'm on the bed right now, okay? I will chill. I will take a nap at 2:00 p.m. I do not care. But it made me a lot more conscious of laying down. And I also feel like, okay, I made my bed, now it's time to go do something, right? Not only that, it is something that keeps the room, to me, neat, right? When you make your bed, you tend to put up other things. That's what I would do. That's what I typically do, right? Because you don't want to just have a made bed. So I tend to put up clothes or whatever is needed, tend to clean up a little bit more, and it just keeps the room a little bit neater. And when you keep your space neater, it clears your mind so that you can be able to do things, right? Because a cluttered space a lot of times creates a cluttered mind, and then you end up being less productive because you're obsessing about your space, or you just can't think, and it's just really hindering you. And those small actions, a small act, like how I said, making up your bed every day, it is just something that helps to deal with something that's bigger overall, right? Especially if you're struggling with like your space and keeping it neat. Making your bed every day will change you. Next is cooking every day. And I know this probably sounds weird, right? Cooking made you more productive, but it is fun. For me, it is so fun. I get to like express creativity, and I also get to make sure I'm eating enough. I always make sure I cook breakfast, and I try to fix dinner all the time, and I try to make sure I have some type of lunch prepared, whether it is the dinner that I ate from yesterday, or it is something frozen, something to make really quick. I try to make sure that I am eating, and I eat a good amount. Like I cook at home. I won't say it saves money, because y'all know the economy, but it does make sure that I am getting the meals that I need to get, and I'm nourishing my body always. And for me, it also, ends the day, right? Baby, I have a cutoff point, because I like to cook at a certain time, because I want food to be done at a certain time for certain reasons. And because of that, I'm like, baby, no, I can't be up with you until 4, 5, 6 p.m. I can't. It was days where I used to be at work and be working till 7 p.m. I can't do that anymore because I need to get home and I need to cook my dinner, okay? Because that's important to me. Same with waking up. It made me be more strategic and more strict with my time because it's like I need to get up because I want to make breakfast. That's one thing I love to do and that's one thing I want to do. And I was really bad about eating breakfast. I would not eat breakfast in the morning. It was not something that set off my meal. I was not getting enough protein. With working out, you really have to focus on also eating, and it does something for me, especially because how I told y'all, I don't have till 7. So I don't have time to be lollygagging. I need to get whatever work that needs to be done, whatever things that need to be done, I need it to be done before this time, okay? I need it to be done, baby, because I'm not about to be overworking myself. I got foods to eat, okay? Now, number 7 is one of my favorite things to do. I have been doing it for years. Write it out. It gets everything out your head. Whatever you are thinking, write it out. Whatever your goal is, write it out. What you picture, write it out. It's been so many things where I wrote down my goals, and it might not have happened this summer, but the next summer. Or I remember one time I wrote down my goals for the summer. I went back and looked at it, and all those goals that I had for the summer, I completed. Why? Because I wrote it down. I got it out there. I put it out into the universe. And not only does writing it out help you put it out into the universe and say, hey, this is what I want, but it also gets you to plan, okay, what does it need to look like? What does it feel like? It makes it real. What do I need to do this? I had old boss, she used to say, you either plan or you plan to fail. If you don't plan, you are planning to fail. So if you say, hey, I just want to wake up and I just want to do this, or I just want to, those are things, sometimes you can be spontaneous. That's not a problem. But if you wake up and you decide, hey, I want to do this, know that if you go in there blind, you have more chances to fail if you go in there and say, hey, I know how to do this. Let me be a little bit more prepared, right? Let me think about the pitfalls and still go after it. Now, I'm not saying to be scary, and I'm not saying that you can plan for everything, because you cannot. Things will always happen. You will think that you planned, and there is not necessarily planning enough, but there is a solid foundation that you can kind of create and build that you can follow that will help you be more productive. Because when you're looking at those goals and you say, hey, I want to buy a car, hey, I want to get a new job, hey, I want to start working out, you can see step by step, okay, this is my plan. Start walking every day. Then once I start walking every day, I'm going to start working out in the morning. I'm going to get me a trainer. I'm going to invest in this and that. Gives you that list for you to really fall, so you're not just like, I want to get a car, but I don't know what to do. I don't know what the first step is. I don't know. We all don't know. We all don't know at first. We all don't know until we open our mouths, until we ask, until we get on our phone, and until we Google, until we do the research and write down and do the plan. That is what it is going to take. You have to write those thoughts down and to get them out. After you write it down, baby, speak it out. Let people know what you have on your mind. Spend time with your friends. I happen to be the type of person sometimes, especially when I'm focused and I'm in go mode, especially lately, these last, I would say 3 or 4 years, I have been the type of person that will disappear. If I have things going on, if I have things I want to accomplish, things I want to do, I drop off the face of the earth. They ain't talk to nobody. But teamwork make a dream work. You feel me? Teamwork. There is somebody that can help you along the way. There's somebody that can mentor. There's somebody that, you say you need a job, somebody who knows somebody that's hiring. Somebody that could put in a word for you. You say you want to do this business, that business. It is somebody who could probably help. So make sure that you're speaking out and reaching out. It creates a community, because then your people around you, they feel more connected. You're more open. You get what I'm saying? And you're having fun. And you're not really trying to hide, trying to pop out with the success. Y'all are having fun in the moment. And it makes you also pay attention to your circle, because there are some things, yes, there are some goals and some things that I feel like are personal that you keep to yourself. But if you start noticing, I don't want to tell any of my friends my goals right now. I don't want to share this information with any of my friends. I don't want to share this information with a particular person. Then you need to go down the rabbit hole of why you don't want to share that information with that person. You need to think about it. and it will uncover a lot of things for you, because maybe that person is not meant to be a friend. Maybe that person is not really a friend, and maybe you got some snakes in the grass, and you haven't really realized it yet, but your subconscious has realized it, and that's why you don't feel safe sharing the information. So with sharing it out, it really exposes that of who do I feel safe with, who is my community, and it draws you closer. Because I'm the type of person who's also, how I say, closed out, and I have ruined some relationships because of that, because I'm not making genuine connections with people. Now, piggybacking on that, another thing that I would say is to get help. And what I mean by getting help, because you're on this video, that means you are probably struggling with being productive, or you just want to be a little bit more productive. Get help. When I get you a therapist, a psychiatrist if you need it, or a friend if you can't afford either one. Get you somebody who you trust, who looks like you, who or understands people that looks like you, and really talk to them about what is going on. This is going to help you uncover habits. It's going to help you uncover thoughts that you may be having. It's going to help you uncover maybe why you're so stuck in this situation, why you can't be productive. I'm the type of person that I've learned, I freeze. You know how we have fight, flight, or freeze? I am the person who I freeze because of things that happened in my childhood, and that was the best way to deal with things that happened in my childhood. Something scares you, freeze, because you reacting does not always turn out good. You fight, it don't always turn out good, especially in situations where it's a person that you cannot fight, you cannot run away. What do? Freeze. So sometimes when I'm stressed, when I'm overloaded, when it's things that are not even of that urgency, because of the things that would happen to me when I was younger, over things that were not as urgent, and because of how traumatic those things or those consequences will be, it causes me now to freeze over just small stuff. It does not have to be a fight or flight to have a conversation. It does not have to be a fight or flight to talk to somebody, to start a new business, any of those things. It doesn't have to necessarily be something that just has you so stuck. But for me, and going to therapy and all these other things, it's really helped me. And even friends, I'm telling you, if you cannot, because I know everybody cannot afford therapy. I know everybody cannot afford a psychiatrist. I know everybody can't afford the medicine that they may need if they do go to a psychiatrist. Get you some friends too that you can talk to, your parents, somebody that you can be able to really trust and to really have these in-depth conversations. People that you know are going to tell you the truth, because it's going to help you so much, and it's going to only build those connections even more. You are going to have true connections with those people. They're going to understand you, and you're going to understand a little bit more about them, because while you're talking and sharing, a lot of times those people are probably going to be talking and sharing, right? They're going to be telling you their perspective of how they see things, and you're going to understand the world a little bit more, because you may see it as this thing. You may think, hey, if I act like this, or I do this, this is, or if somebody does this to me, this is what they mean, this is what that means to me. And they might give you a perspective of maybe that's not what that meant, because if I do that, I actually mean this. It just puts things into perspective, and it will do a lot of things for your mental health, and it will uncover a lot of things to help you to figure out what you need to do to be a little bit more productive, or to get unstuck. Now, the last thing I'm going to tell you to do is one of the most important things. Nothing else in this whole thing will work. Nothing else when it comes to productivity, true happiness, any of those things will work if you do not do this step, which is to be honest with yourself. That is the most important thing. You need to be honest, whether it's the good, the bad, the ugly, everything. And one thing I do want to point out is that honest does not mean mean. Okay? Those are two different things. You could say maybe you're a lazy person. Maybe you're being honest and saying, hey, I'm a lazy person. But being honest is not, I am a lazy person, and I am just a slob, and I am just dirty, and I can never do anything good. And that's not being fair to yourself, and that's not truly being honest. That's just being mean. Okay? Being honest would be, you know what? I am being lazy right now. I am saying that I want X, Y, and Z, and I am not doing it. And I'm being lazy because I am scared. I am being lazy because I am tired of X, Y, and Z. I'm being lazy because I just don't actually feel like doing it. I don't really want it as much as I say that I want it. Those are different things from putting yourself down and beating yourself, because that is not at all true honesty. And this is going to build more connections with yourself. You are going to be able to have a deeper sense of self and understanding yourself, which is going to allow you to also have deeper connections with other people, because you're going to be able to be more honest with other people and to be open with other people. Now, with all of this, same with sharing it out and all the other things where I'm saying be a little bit honest and be open, also people have to earn that. Don't just be opening yourself up to everybody. Yeah, be honest with yourself, and you ain't got a lot of people. I'm not saying go out here and lie, but you don't have to open up your deepest, darkest secrets for everybody just to make a connection. That is not being honest to yourself, because honestly, you're not doing it to necessarily make a genuine connection. You're probably doing it to please or to do whatever else. And that is why it is so important to be honest with yourself. And I will tell you, it is so rewarding. It is so rewarding. In the moment, it might not feel rewarding. It is tough work. It is one of those things, I like to say this a lot of times, is one of those things that are hard, but you know you're going to be better at the end of it. It's one of those things. Trust me. Fight it. Go with your gut. Trust yourself. Be honest. Be truthful to yourself. And try to stay as aligned to that path of what you genuinely want as you can, because I know life happens, bills happen, support isn't always there. There's so many things that can happen, but try to stay the course, especially when it's something deep down in your gut. And I promise you, you will see the reward. And what does that have to do with productivity? Because sometimes you need to get things done because you need to get them done, because your heart, your soul, certain things you need to just get done, okay? And it's going to actually be going towards your goal, and it doesn't feel good in the moment, but trust yourself. Be honest with yourself and get it done, because you will see the results, and it's only going to make you even more productive. It's only going to go even more towards your goals. So be honest. That's, if you don't take anything else from this, take the hard step to be honest, not mean, not brutally honest, but to be honest with yourself. And you will see so much improvement. And that is, you guys, my 10 tips to be more productive. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you share this video so that we can get more people into this potato family. And last but not least, come on now, you know what you gotta do. You gotta subscribe to my channel so you could grow with your girl so you could grow with your girl so you could grow with your girl. Break it down and break it down and